big swing there.
Yep, there we go. Too much to handle.
Yep, Billy's got a free ball over. Low snap, Emmel looking to pass. Throwing deep, trying to hit Yinsky. Yinsky's got it at the 30. He's going to be into the end zone for the touchdown.
I told you.
Wow, what a play.
I told you. Inside, like Coach Brookshire says. The Bernie with the rebound. Steal. There's Steele that puts it in! And the Butler Billies are going to stay. To the paint for both teams. In a struggle right now. Boom. Good shot.
Martin puts down a corner three. Nice feed there by Byer.
There it is. That's the gap that we're looking for. She's going to get three. Come on. She's going to get three out of this.
Come on.
Is she going to send her? She's holding her up at third. Nice job.
He's ready to go. Fanning winds, kicks, deals, and there's a ball game that's going to get.
Welcome to another Billies Live production. Find us on your favorite social sites and apps. Like, subscribe, and get notified when we go live.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here on a rainy evening here in Fredericksburg, Texas. Battling Billies will be taking on the Bernie Greyhounds in a district matchup. I'm Peter Shondawa alongside Blaine Hahn here. We're moving along here. Pregame going by fast.
On a rainy night here at the ball field.
Yeah, so we're real close here to the first pitch. We got the national anthem fixing to be played here, so we're going to take a quick break and hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with the first pitch.
Haberdashery, modern, inspired style, curated in Fredericksburg, Texas. We are inspired by world travel and nature. We personally hand select our clothing and accessories and assemble them like no place else. You'll see this the moment you step foot in our store. Revealing beauty and confidence through surprise and fashion curation. HaberdasheryBoutique.com.
DR Welding and Construction is the Texas Hill Country's choice for metal buildings using #1 American-made materials. They are fully insured for your protection and peace of mind. If you're in need of a metal building, a horse barn, airplane hangar, warehouse, equipment shed, barn dominium, or a business, DR Welding and Construction, 830-997-1058. On the web, drweldinginc.com. Quality and craftsmanship make the difference at DR Welding and Construction.
At Fredericksburg Eye Associates, ophthalmologist Drs. Ann Plinicky and Charles Cohn provide comprehensive medical and surgical eye care. At their state-of-the-art facility off Highway 87, they use the latest equipment for everything from routine eye exams to monitoring macular degeneration. Cataract procedures include the latest advances in lens design, allowing more freedom from glasses than ever before. Fredericksburg Eye Associates, 997-6535, online at fbgi.com.
We love living in the country. My husband works from home, and I teach our 5 youngest children here as well. Fast, uncapped, reliable internet is critical for our family. And that's exactly what we've gotten from Bee Creek for over 10 years now. Bee Creek Communications, always on high-speed internet.
As Fred.
And we're back live here at Fredericksburg High School baseball field. Peter Shondawa alongside Blaine Hahn here tonight. District matchup, Blaine. Billy's coming in here with what's going on here in the district.
Well, Billy's come off of 2 tough losses last week to Wimberley. Lost at home 11-6 in a game where they were really in it for all night long.
Yeah, had some chances there.
Then they went over to Wimberley, had a real tough night. Lost 6-1. Coming in with a 1-5 district record, 7-13 record overall. Facing a really tough Bernie squad, 23-3 record. They're 5-1. They had a split last week to Canyon Lake. Bernie lost Friday night's game against Canyon Lake 5-4, so they're coming off of a loss. And hopefully we can get bats going tonight, get a little pitching, hopefully, and sort of see what we got. Who's pitching tonight for us, Pete?
Yeah, we got Drake Threadgill, the left-handed sophomore, out on the mound tonight. His last home outing was against Wimberley. He pitched 6 2/3 innings, if I'm not mistaken, of 2-hit baseball, 9 strikeouts with only 2 walks, holding the, I think it was Canyon Lake, to just 1 run. And then the Billies ended up losing the game 1-0. Could not find a way to score a run in that game, but a very well pitched game. And he'll be facing a pretty stout Boerne lineup. From what I could tell, earlier in the year, Boerne was in the top 5 in the state of Texas, all classifications. That's all the way through 6A. They were, I think, number 2 or 3, Blaine, at one point. And lately they have lost a couple games here, one right before district to Central Catholic, and then, like you said, to Canyon Lake last week. So they probably got bumped out of that ranking, but that doesn't mean they're still not a solid team.
No, and they've lost a couple of major pieces. Their best pitcher sort of went through a little arm surgery, and they lost another one of their big, huge bats off the track squad. They sort of lost him on the track, actually. He was triple jumping, and so, of course, with their motto and their program is probably next man up, and sort of looking forward to seeing them here tonight. Heard a lot about them, and my first opportunity to lay eyes on them this year.
And there's the first pitch of the ball game to Caleb Sanchez, the leadoff hitter for the Greyhounds from Threadgill, is strike 1. So Sanchez up in there, swinging at the second pitch. And is that Herber out there giving chase? No, that's Reed Spees. Herber's at short. We'll go around quickly here. The defensive alignment, Blaine, after the next couple pitches here, we'll try to get you who's playing where. And there's a ball lifted into left field. Javi Rodriguez out there to make the play. So Sanchez retired on an F8 in the scorebook there. So looking around in the outfield there, we got Javi Rodriguez playing left field. We got Mason Ray playing center field and Reed Spees in right. Around the infield, first base, Logan Metzger at first, Jake Nunn at second, Weston Herbert at short, and it was at James Sabera at third base. That's your infield for tonight.
And old JB Word behind the plate, catching Threadgill.
Yeah, that's your old position, Blaine, so we'll be looking for some analysis on the catchers tonight. From what I understand, the guy at the plate here hitting for Boerne, Rashawn Galloway, he's the catcher for Boerne. He's going to Texas State. And he gets hit, and he's going to shake that off and walk on down to first base. You hate to see that, but, yeah, that was up around his shoulder area.
You know, he did get that inside pitch on that very first pitch of the game. Maybe he was trying to come back inside, thought he maybe owned that inside half. Like last game, it seems like everybody crowds the plate nowadays.
Yeah.
Got to try to own that inner half.
So Galloway walking down the baseline down there first base. He's trying to shake off that hit by pitch. That's never fun. They call it hard ball for a reason, Blaine. The ball's hard.
Very, very hard. You know, this is a big week for the Billies. You know, looking at Boerne. Boerne's at the top of the pack with a 5-1 record, sitting up there with Wimberley right now. You know, we're sitting in 5th place with 1-5 record. You know, if we can somehow eke something out this week, get a win. We're trailing Davenport, who took 2 big wins last week over Bandera, who is coming up in the back end of district with an 0-6 record. And then we end next week with that same Bandera team. And so with that big split versus Bandera, we just need to try to eke something out this week.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And at this point, we're 2 games behind Davenport for the final spot there in the playoffs. And so Billies need to try to pull out a win here this week, and then for sure win the next 2 games against Bandera, who is 0-6 on the district season. So, and then hope Wimberley and Canyon Lake play well against Davenport. So there's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts in there, but that's why you play the games. And that ball squirted between J.B. Word's legs there, but Galloway did not notice it quick enough, so he's going to remain at first, Blaine. That's keeps the double play in order.
Pete, did you like pitching in this kind of weather?
I can't remember. It was so long ago. But the answer would be today, no. I think when you're 16, 17 years old, you really don't care. You just want to get out there and go. A little more blood flow to the fingertips whenever you're a little younger than it is now. So, but it is definitely misty out there, and I'm sure they're going to go through several dozen baseballs tonight. So Johnson there, the shortstop, draws the walk. So guys on first and second here in the top of the first. And that's going to bring up cleanup hitter and DH Andrew Poole, who is DHing for Cale Blaylock, who's playing second base tonight. So Poole in there with 2 guys on. And nice looking fastball, Blaine, there from Threadgill. That his last home outing, that's what he lived on there against Canyon Lake. Could not catch up to his fastball. Had a lot of life on it, a lot of movement, and that's kind of what we hope continues tonight.
He seemed to take a big, deep breath there, get a little bit back in control, and that's what we really need him to do. Let's see if we can get a ground ball here. Good throw.
Got him.
Third.
He's out of there. So Galloway, they tried the old, what's that, fake bunt, pull back, and double steal, and J.B. Word throws out Rashawn Galloway trying to steal third base. So nice job there, Word.
I would love to say that's the way I looked when I threw down to third, but I don't think so. Word looked real smooth there. I think I'd still be unwinding my legs trying to get up out of my stance. So
yeah. So now 2 outs here, and Threadgill checking the runner at second. Brings another fastball just a little up and away. So Threadgill, did Threadgill pitch on Thursday? I'm assuming he did. So he's coming back a little bit on short rest here to pitch this game on Tuesday. Normally they get a full week's rest, but he looks like he's got some life on the fastball there. So that's a good sign, Blaine.
That is, and he got that inside pitch again, and so that's a couple times now he's gotten that inside pitch tonight, and if he can live on that inner half, especially to those right-handed batters, I think he might have some good success on the night.
That off-speed pitch there looked like he left it up, and I will make note here that since it is raining and misty out, pretty wet, Billies.Live here made the decision to go with just a single camera inside. So there's a ground ball over to the third baseman, Sabera, who whips it over to the senior Metzger for out number 3. So that's going to do it here in the top of the first. No runs scored, no hits for the Boerne Greyhounds. Billies will be coming into bat here on Billies.Live. We'll be right back.
As Fredericksburg celebrates 175 years, Arrowhead Bank is celebrating almost 100 years of serving the people of the Texas Hill Country. Our goal has been the same since we opened in Fredericksburg 20 years ago, to combine the relationship banking of yesterday with the technology of today for a better brand of banking. Arrowhead Bank is proud to support our students in all their endeavors, athletic and academic, and we're excited to celebrate their successes this year. Billy Pride, Eber Alice, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 423091.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedic, the official sports medicine provider of the Battling Billies. Our board-certified and fellowship-trained doctors provide personalized and comprehensive bone and joint care for all ages. We utilize the latest technologies like platelet-rich plasma treatments, and also unique to the Hill Country, we offer anterior hip replacement. Whether you've suffered a traumatic injury to your shoulder or are just tired of dealing with arthritis pain in your knees, Texas Hill Country Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to help.
My name is Tammy, and I am a Value Med customer. The things that I love the most are the convenience, the speed, and the friendliness. Annette and Betty at the front window are always so friendly. I have called Bill, even Matt, for just personal questions regarding prescriptions or medication. Their helpfulness, willingness to spend the time with me is something you don't get at the larger pharmacies. I just think they are amazing.
Creek Street Dental utilizes the latest technologies in dental care. Dr. McBride has been specially trained to offer the Hill Country sedation dentistry. Anxious patients can sleep through oral surgery in a private room with family nearby. Their CBCT machine provides near-silent imaging, making possible the most painless and effective treatments. iTero technology allows virtual manipulation and modeling, so no more gagging on impression trays. Call 830-990-1178 for the best in your family's dental health today.
And we're back live here, Fredericksburg High School, where Boerne has taken the field here in the bottom of the first inning. And Xander Cloudy, another left-handed pitcher, so we got the battle of the lefties here tonight, pitching for the Boerne Greyhounds. He will face senior Javi Rodriguez playing left field tonight. He'll be coming up to bat.
So just like with everything in our offense, I feel like, even the last game when we were watching, we're not a big doubles, triples, home run hitting team. I think station to station baseballs, I think is what you were calling it last time.
Yeah.
If we can get that going, I think we'll be just fine on the whole evening. Boerne's very solid defensively from what I hear, and if we're selective at the plate, I think we could have a good night if we just play within ourselves.
That's right. And Javi ahead in the count here, 2-0, and offers at that 2 balls and no strikes for a swing and a miss. Javi on the year hitting 276 with 58 at bats in 20 games played. So Javi injured his forehand, was going to be a key factor as far as the pitching goes for the Billies, Blaine, and he's still in recovery mode on that. And there's a fastball right down the middle. So 2-2 now, Blaine.
I like the way Javi, our outfielder is really good when Javi's in left field, especially when Threadgill's in center. That they can really get around, move around. Javi offered at that pitch, swung right through it for the first out of the inning.
Yep. So that'll bring up sophomore shortstop Weston Herber, who on the year is hitting 255 with a 305 on base average, and he's played in 18 games. So we'll see what he can do against this lefty here. He looks like he's bringing it pretty good too. He's got a little life on his fastball as well. Cloudy out there.
I really like watching Herbert play last game.
Yeah,
he did a really good job at the plate. Really did a great job at shortstop. Smooth, and a big shout out to his dad, who was my college roommate. I said it last time. I'm gonna say it again. We got some great stories. Went to A&M with him, and spent a lot of time at the Chicken with him.
Uh-oh. And there's a foul ball off to the right side, so Herbert now finds himself even in the count, 2-2. See if he can find something he can handle here with 2 strikes. Good take right there. He almost offered out at the pitch, was about 4 inches off the plate, but yeah, nice job there by Herbert. With the rain and everything, I'm still looking down here in the stands. I still see quite a few people out here with the umbrella. There's a base on balls by Herbert, so Billies get their first base runner in Western Herbert. But yeah, I'm looking down here, and I see quite a few high school kids and some parents down here and some fans. So looking up on the hill, there's quite a few people out there too, Blaine. So good to see the crowd still coming out here to support this Battling Billy team. Jake Nunn now stepping in here to face Cloudy.
You're right. There's a bunch of cars actually on the hill tonight. If you're wanting to come watch some baseball, come park on the hill and come watch the Billies play our big rivals from Boerne tonight.
Yep. So cloudy. Oh, and that's an unfortunate line drive right to the first baseman. Herber with the secondary lead had no chance to get back there, so that's a double play. And that's going to do it here in the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors in the whole inning, and we'll be right back.
Hill Country Refrigeration has been providing the Texas Hill Country with quality heat and air conditioning service, installation, and repair for 47 years. They offer dependable, friendly, and professional customer service. Robert and Clara Ann Almers founded Hill Country Refrigeration in 1974, but have been enjoying Battling Billy sports for a lifetime. The Almers family are born and raised Billy fans. 4 generations, that is. Hill Country Refrigeration, where customizing comfort is their award-winning game. From one winning team to another, best of luck, Billies.
Segner's Jewelers is a proud Battlin' Billy supporter and big fans of our hometown team. Segner's has served generations of FISD families and friends and will be here to serve future generations. Located at 236 West Main Street, or find us on the web at segnersjewelers.com. Right way, every day. Go Billies.
Strayer and Ulfers, from humble beginnings to a Fredericksburg mainstay. When Edgar Strayer purchased an oil and gas business in 1928, he may not have envisioned it would still thrive nearly a century later. Guiding through the Great Depression, he built a clientele of area farmers with a firm handshake and friendly service. 2 succeeding generations still run the business. Roy Strayer and his sister Betty are mainstays around their shop on Adams Street, where their sons Steve, Charles, and Edward service the needs of thousands of locals and visitors alike. Strayer and Ulfers, a Fredericksburg institution.
And we are back live here, Fredericksburg High School. Coach Chad Flick, their pitching coach, comes out to the mound and drops off the, what do they call that thing, Blaine? The shoe cleaner?
Yeah.
It's a little scraper for the bottom of their shoes out there on the pitcher's mound.
Popsicle stick? I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Threadgill starts off the inning strong there with a nice fastball to number 25, Tyler Garantino, playing third base tonight for the Greyhounds. So another pitch comes in there, and that's going to be up. So Garantino, the third baseman here for the Greyhounds, the highly ranked Greyhounds at one point, but I'm not sure where did they end up. Did anybody let you know where they ended up after the loss last week? Not sure. They maybe dropped a few spots, but still one of the highly recognized baseball programs here in the state of Texas this year. I
don't watch the weekly rankings as much as I used to.
Yeah.
I know last year they were area finalists. Only had really. This year they have 6 seniors on the team. They're actually pretty young as far as all the kids that they have. So. Very, very deep program. They make good runs every year, so pretty impressive.
Yep.
Full count.
Yep. Threadgill working here against Garantino's. Comes up with a full count here, leadoff batter. So one thing there about when you're a pitcher that I can remember in these type situations, if the ball is wet, just ask for a new one. Don't try to play hero out there and say, oh, I don't need it. It's fine. I can do whatever. Well, you really can't. When the ball is wet, you can't throw it where you want to and how you want to. So hopefully Threadgill just got a new ball there. Oh, that ball just down low, Blaine. That was a close one.
That was a close pitch.
So Garantino on first base now with the base on balls. And that's going to bring up Hut Hendricks, I think is that his nickname? I think he might be. Is that Houston Hendricks or is that his brother?
That's probably his brother.
Okay.
I bet his name is Hut.
Hut Hendricks, okay.
A little update around Billy Nation. Our girls softball team actually played last night. They got a big win. They have 15-0 in 3 innings, which secured them a second-place finish on the year. Coach Sarah Kammer and assistant coach Katie Taylor, great job on a good finish for the year. We're going to finish in second place. Looks like they're going to play the third-place team in District 27, which is going to be probably either Gonzales or Lavernia. That'll be sometime probably late next week. I don't have really any information if they're going to play any kind of warm-up game or anything like that. So I'm getting word from the Word in the van. They're going to play Medina on Monday night. A little warm-up game.
Oh, a warm-up game Monday.
Uh-huh.
Warm-up game, okay. Well, that's good. Nice play there by Reed Spees in right field, Blaine, to run that ball down for the first out of the inning.
Reed got a great jump on that ball, especially in this weather. You're always scared about footing and everything else, and so especially with that ball pushing toward the line.
Well, congratulations to the softball team on their successful district. Umpire called a balk on that play right there on Threadgill. I think what happened was they're saying he stepped too far towards home plate. When you're a left-handed pitcher, which, I was in that category, Blaine, and there's a guy on first, when you pick your leg up, there's an imaginary 45-degree angle there between home and first that you have to step towards first to throw over there. You rarely see it called.
Right.
But as the left-handed pitcher, you try to get away with it as much as you possibly can, and normally you do. But this one, he did get it called on him, so now that moved Garantino up to second base with Xander Cloudy, tonight's pitcher, up to bat.
So when you don't get away with that, who usually calls the balk? Is it usually the home plate umpire or the base umpire?
Well, in this case, when it's a two-man crew, it would pretty much have to be the home plate umpire,
and that's
the guy on first base. Now, if there's nobody on base, you're not going to be pitching out of the stretch. So you're not going to be throwing to first. So typically in high school baseball with the two-umpire crew, it is going to be the home plate umpire make that call because the field umpire is back there behind the mound, usually on the shortstop side of second base, so he really can't. He doesn't have a good view of that.
Right.
So there's a timing play, which Threadgill stepped off trying to catch Garantino, drifting off a little too far from second base, but he was back, so no throw attempt made. And Threadgill brings the heat there, and nice pitch.
Really nice pitch. When he works both of those halves of the plate, he looks really good, and I like a lefty-on-lefty matchup here.
Yeah. And there's another left-handed batter on deck, so and he's going to try to move up. I think he can throw him out. And just up the line there, and ball, I'm sure, was a little bit wet and slipping around there. Hard to make good, accurate throws with the ball like that. But Garantino moves up on the, what would you call that, a wild pitch? Probably.
I'd call that a pass ball. It
Okay.
bounced off his glove.
Okay. Didn't hit the dirt first.
I don't think so.
So 3-1 now here to Cloudy with a guy on third and one out. Billy's playing back up the middle there. We're going to concede the run, but Cloudy draws the walk. And number 2 there, Blaine's coming in to courtesy run. That's Max Garcia.
For the pitcher.
Yeah, coming in to do the running there. So first and third now situation. Word giving the signals what play is on. What do you see the Billies trying to do here?
Well, last week we were second baseman. If they tried to steal, we were cutting off that throw down to second, trying to see if they were going to send the runner from third. It's a little harder to do with a left-handed pitcher to get a great jump.
Yeah.
Especially if he decides to lift his legs a little bit more, and he could just step over there. First and third situations aren't as easy when you have a left-handed pitcher. Threadgill. That's a great pitch up in the zone there.
So he's ahead
he's
now.
way ahead, too.
Yeah.
It sort of almost eliminates that runner trying to steal from first.
So Perez up there for the Greyhounds. Threadgill steps off. A big thank you to our title sponsor tonight, Loretta's Hair House. So we'll have some information about them throughout the night, but thank you for the title sponsorship tonight. Nice looking 0-2 pitch there. Blaine throwing it outside the strike zone, trying to get Perez to chase that outside pitch. Perez disciplined enough there not to offer at it.
We're at a good double play depth. If he can execute a good pitch here and maybe we can get something going. That's a good block by Metzger there on a low pickoff attempt. He's got to smother that ball. Make sure we keep that runner at third.
So Threadgill gets a weak pop-up over here, foul ground third base. Sabera's there, gets the out, so 2 outs now. Bernie fails to get that run home with less than 2 outs, so Billy's now got a chance to get out of this little jam we're in.
That was a great pitch executed, got in on his hands there. Again, that left-on-lefty matchup really worked in his favor there.
Yep, and that's going to bring up left fielder Connor Schill for the Greyhounds here, and 2 outs, still first and third situation. Threadgill brought a little extra on that fastball, Blaine. So it was up though, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. But yeah, you like to see that competitive nature come out in these kids.
That was a great executed pitch there. Yeah, I think he just needs to really pound the zone tonight. The air is really heavy. The ball's not going to carry. Our outfield isn't playing as deep as they have been, the last couple games. We're in a good spot here if we can just get a ground ball or a little lazy pop-up. Try to get out of this inning.
Well, that'd be nice.
1-1 count on Schill, the left fielder for Bernie. It's a great block by Word there on a pitch in the dirt. Two balls, 1 strike on the number 9 batter from Bernie. Really don't want to get back to their top of their lineup. Sanchez, their center fielder, is a really good hitter.
Yeah.
Would love to take care of business right here. Runners going.
Yeah, he kind of left a little early there. It's almost like they were trying to entice the Billies into that throw down to second and get a double steal there. So, or maybe just trying to get him into scoring position.
Yeah, trying to get aggressive here. It was a 0-0 ball game. Maybe trying to induce a mistake.
So Threadgill, 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Gets up Schill to lift it into center field. Mason Ray is there to make the catch in center field, so that's going to do it here in the top of the second inning. Want to say a big thank you to our title sponsor, Loretta's Hair House. Has 7 hairstylists and an assistant that available for all of your hair care needs. They've been serving the Hill Country since 2004. Stop by their location on South Adams Street across from Raw Greens, or find them on Facebook at lorettashairhouse.com, or give them a call at 830-997-9380. Loretta's Hair House supports all our Battling Billies. Go big, red. Thank you, Loretta's Hair House. Go and see them over there for all your needs there. So, Blaine, that's going to do it here for the top of the second inning. We'll be right back after these messages.
Majestic Hill Country Pools. If you can dream it, we can build it. Whether a standalone backyard pool or a full-fledged Hill Country resort, From a hand drawing to a complete three-dimensional design, Majestic Hill Country Pools has the skills and tools to develop your leisurely escape. Give us a call to set up your consultation. 830-307-4962. Majestic Hill Country Pools. We've got your backyard covered.
Hello, my name is Greg Nebgen with 4N Cattle Company. I want to talk to you a little bit about J4 Trailer and my experience. So I was looking for a new cattle trailer, stopped by, talked to Josh, customized what I wanted. I own a local business. I want to do my business local. Prices were very competitive. I looked at trailers everywhere. They were $1,000 cheaper, if not more. I was going to buy local anyway. They beat everybody in price. And then they even delivered it. J4 Trailer, that's where I got mine.
Okay, welcome back here, Fredericksburg High School, Battling Billies versus Boerne. I want to make a quick apology. I mispronounced the name there of the title sponsor. It's Larada's Hair House, so that was my mistake. So I'll get that straightened out here for the rest of this broadcast. So coming up to bat now for the Billies is number 4, Drake Threadgill. He's a pitcher. So let's see what he's going to do. He's hitting 362 on the year and takes that first one for a ball.
Just a bit inside.
Yeah. So Threadgill, the leading hitter this year on the Billies, highest batting average. And he lifts that one into fairly deep right field. Right fielder roaming back and then had to take 5 steps back in to make the catch, but retires Threadgill. So that's the first out of the inning.
That was one of those, too. When he turned and started running backwards, I thought that he was in a lot of trouble. I thought maybe the wet grass might get him there.
Yeah, so, but nice recovery there. And with this thick airplane, you know, the ball did not carry quite as far as we thought.
No. That looked really good off the bat.
Yeah.
I thought that ball was gonna carry quite a bit more.
And there's a fastball in there on Sabera, playing third base tonight. James Sabera, he's a senior. So he's up in there against Cloudy. Ooh. That's a great location. If the left-handed pitcher with movement gets that pitch called for a strike, you're never going to hit it.
No, especially if he gets both halves of the plate, which...
There's that same pitch, and you can't hit that pitch. I mean, you can, but you're not going to hit it hard. So nice job there by Cloudy, finding that spot twice against Sabera. So Sabera retired there for 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. So that's going to bring up another senior, Logan Metzger, playing first base tonight. And no, that's Mason Ray.
Mason's playing center field
tonight. Center field,
yeah.
Why am I getting all the names wrong? And I'm not on top of my game tonight, Blaine. So I think it's this moisture has me all excited. Yes. We haven't seen this kind of weather in so long. It's, kind of throwing me off maybe a little bit. I'm not sure.
And it's in the forecast. It's in the forecast for the next week. We got some more coming this weekend, hopefully, and maybe it'll come around some more.
Yeah. So Mason Ray, he's a senior. He was second team All-District last year as a junior outfielder, so he's up in there, 2 balls, 1 strike, trying to get something to go in here for the Billies. And lifts one into shallow left field. Left fielder is under it and makes the catch to retire the side here in the bottom of the second. So we'll be right back after these messages on Billies.Live.
Security State Bank and Trust. We've been building the communities we call home since 1941. That includes supporting our students, teachers, and schools. Behind each student is a community investing in what matters most. Security State Bank and Trust, proud supporters of Battling Billy sports. We're rooting for your success on and off the field. Go Billies! Celebrating our 80th year of helping build the communities we call home. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. It's a high fly ball back deep at the wall. It's nope, short and caught for out number 3.
No one wants to come up short, especially with your retirement plan. Have you practiced the soft toss enough to smash the home runs? If you don't have all your bases covered with retirement, college savings, life insurance, and long-term care, call Joseph Financial Partners. We'll go around the horn and get your team ready for the big game. Call 830-997-4763 or online at josephfinancialpartners.com. Securities are offered through LPL Financial Member FINRA.
Gaddy's Pizza in Fredericksburg is a huge supporter of Battling Billy sports, students, and teachers. In fact, Gaddy's offers a lunch special for teachers and students Monday through Friday for only $7.65, and that includes a drink. Gaddy's Pizza also has pasta, dessert, and one of the best salad bars in town. Enjoy the game room. Kids of all ages love it. Gaddy's takes pizza seriously. 2931 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Billy Pride, Iberales.
And we're back here, Fredericksburg High School, back to the top of the lineup there for the Boerne Greyhounds with, who is that? What's his name? Caleb Sanchez, Threadgill back out there on the mound. So, Blaine, tell me what happened with the golf team this week.
Well, golf, a big week for golf. We have the boys coming off of a strong district performance. Went to Victoria at Colony Creek Golf Course the last 2 days. They ended day one with a 15-stroke lead, and then they tried to hold on today. They almost did. They ended tied for the regional title, lost in a playoff. So I want to congratulate Coach Kamen, Coach Hext, and I'll shout out to Colin, Shepard, Louie, Lincoln, and Colton for doing a great job advancing to state and getting back to state. It's been a little while since the boys team has gone. We did qualify an individual last year, but those boys can go to state and
who did we
and be one of I guess 12 teams to
12
go
teams.
and try to go win a state title or get a medal around their neck this year. And the way they've been playing lately, I think they have a really good shot at doing something.
Who did we tie with there in our region? Did you know who that? You don't have that on there? Okay, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Was it our district?
It was not. Boerne got third.
Okay, so not a lot of times you see some of these regional matchups in different sports and the same district, you know, sending two teams to the regional finals here, but.
And then looking ahead to the next 2 days, our girls golf team, who are district champs, and same coaches, Coach Game and Coach Hex, and then they were actually 12th place as a team last year. That was Jaylee, Sterling, Grace, and Audrey. They were returning, and they added Paige to that group, and they're going to spend the next 2 days at the same golf course there in Victoria. And try to punch their ticket to state and see if we can send both teams to state to try to put some more hardware around their neck. And from what I'm hearing, they have a really good shot at doing the same thing of what the boys did too.
Well, good luck to the girls golf team. So Caleb Sanchez draws the leadoff walk. That brings up Texas State bound Rashawn Galloway up to the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike here, no outs. So, how many kids were on the golf team? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-man team.
5-man team. They take the best 4 scores each day as individuals for their team scores. Totals.
Okay.
And so it's truly a team, and then they look at individual scores too. I think we had the third medalist. 3rd and 4th medalist, something like that today out of the boys.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We always seem to have a couple boys in the top 10 in all these tournaments that we've been going to.
Snap throw there by JB Word down, trying to catch Caleb Sanchez sleeping. Almost got him, Blaine.
Almost got him. That was a great throw.
Yeah. So 2 balls, 1 strikes here to Rashawn Galloway. And Threadgill up and in. Going to make it 3-1. Galloway, the type of hitter. Blaine, you don't want to just groove one in there.
I know.
He can hit it a mile. I've seen him do it.
And we threw high and tight last time and plunked him, and now we're going to walk him.
Yep. So first two batters here in the top of the third reach base via the base on balls. Threadgill going to get a new baseball, and we're going to go out and have a discussion with Threadgill here.
You know, the walk really led to us getting in a lot of trouble last week when we were at home. I think we had like 5 or 6 walks in our big inning. We really need to get back in control here, start grooving some pitches, and see if we can get out of this jam.
Yeah. So that's going to bring up the number 3 hitter, number 12, Cam Johnson. He's playing shortstop tonight, and he's up in their left-handed hitter against the left-handed Threadgill. And he's going to line one into center field. Mason Ray charges in on that and makes a nice fine running catch there. Not an easy play, Blaine, and holds the runners where they are.
That's a great play by Mason coming in on a good line drive toward the gap. Goes and takes about 5 steps to his left, catches it on a rope, holds the runners at first and second. Really no hit ball here through 3 innings. 0-0 is the score. If you're tuning in on the radio tonight, we're at the top of the third with 1 out.
So that brings up to the plate number 42, Andrew Poole. He is the designated hitter for Cale Blaylock, who's playing second base tonight. So Threadgill comes set and brings in the fastball. That was a pretty close pitch right there, but it's 2-0 now. And, Blaine, we also want to give a shout-out to TexasRadio.net and Billies.Live for bringing these sporting events and stock shows and everything else that they do out here in the community for these young kids to get them on YouTube and on the radio so their families and friends from all over, wherever you are, can watch some of these games. So a big shout-out to them. And if you see Paige Finley or J.D. Rose, Dwayne Weinheimer out there in the community, give them a big thank you for what they do. It's not easy. Paige and J.D. put in a lot of time. The whole crew, as you see Flick there walking out to the mound to have a visit with Threadgill. But there's a lot of time goes into this. I know I've been doing some basketball and volleyball games with these guys. I usually just show up right before the game, but from what I understand, 7 o'clock game, Blaine, a lot of times these guys are leaving Fredericksburg at noon to get to the destination to get everything set up and going. It's not just to show up, throw up your camera, and here you go, we're on the air. No, there's a lot of time put into this, so big thank you out there to those guys.
Well, and I don't think everybody out there in the video and the radio world understand if y'all ever see Paige and his production van, and I had the honor of actually going in there this year and watching the stock show being produced out there and got to do some commentating. It is a true production. It is. It would probably rival anything that you would ever see from anywhere else, and so you don't realize how good we have it with the crew that we have here until you see somebody else's production. And so we have a really high quality thing got going here at Billies.Live too. And so I hope everybody out there in the world enjoys everything that we have and the quality of programming that we can provide for y'all to watch these kids do what they do.
Well, it's 2 balls and 1 strike here to Garantino. Looks like the umpire maybe has squeezed down the strike zone a little bit. That's 3 pitches in this at-bat alone that looked like they were strikes, a couple in the last 2 innings there, Blaine. So hopefully Threadgill can work through that and There's a called strike to make it 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Garantino there tried to coerce the umpire into calling that a ball, but bases loaded here with 1 out. And Threadgill puts one right in there, and Garantino fouls it back. So Threadgill needs to pump him in here, and they got nowhere to put him. 3 balls, 2 strikes, Blaine.
Bases loaded. You know, again, the base on balls is sort of could lead to a lot of bad juju if we don't get a good ball right here. Infield's playing back for double play. Third baseman's even playing back a little bit. If we can get a good ball hit right now, we could really get out of this inning if we get the right ball.
There's a ball lifted to right field. Reed Speeds is there. The runner at third is going to tag. He'll score easily. Throw comes into Metzger from Speeds, so Bernie Greyhounds take the score of the opening run of the game and make it 1-0.
Good little piece of hitting there. Hit a good sacrifice fly to right field. Pretty easy tag up, pretty easy score. Right fielder actually had to take a couple steps back to make the play on that ball. No shot to get him at home.
So Caleb Perez, or Brooks Perez, checks in to pinch run there for Rashawn Galloway, the catcher. Not pinch run, that would be a courtesy runner. And up to bat now we have Hut Hendricks, the first baseman tonight. He, first time up, flew out to right field, so he's ahead in the count here. 2 balls, no strikes from Threadgill. See if Threadgill can get through this jam he was in. There's a pitch right down Broadway for called strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike now. And Hendricks up in there. Threadgill. Nice block there by Word with the ball in the dirt, keeping the runners on the corners. More importantly, keeping that third base runner at third base. So 3-1 now. And we're trying to keep the scoreboard updated the best we can. There's a ground ball to third base over to Sabera, over to Metzger for out number 3. That's going to retire the side here in the top of the third, but not before the Bernie Greyhounds score a run. Still no hits in the game, but Greyhounds up 1-0 after 2.5 innings. We'll be right back here on Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team of Fredericksburg, we know the Texas Hill Country, and we know Texas Hill Country Real Estate.
With the Real Estate Advisory Team, you have a team of experienced professionals who use old-fashioned personal service. Along with our cutting-edge technology, we help you buy and sell real estate.
Contact the Real Estate Advisory Team today. We would be delighted to help you turn your Hill Country real estate dream into a reality. Make it a great day.
Black Chalk Home and Laundry is one of the most unique home decor and gift boutiques in the Texas Hill Country. Come get lost in the found and unbound items that surprise and delight you around every turn. Steeped in history, our building will take you back to a bygone era that delights the senses. Black Chalk Home and Laundry, a happy place filled with the found and unbound. Come, discover yourself and love your home.
DR Welding and Construction is the Texas Hill Country's choice for metal buildings using #1 American-made materials. They are fully insured for your protection and peace of mind. If you're in need of a metal building, a horse barn, airplane hangar, warehouse, equipment shed, barn dominium, or a business, DR Welding and Construction, 830-997-1058. On the web, drweldinginc.com. Quality and craftsmanship make the difference at DR Welding and Construction.
And we're back here, Fredericksburg High School, coming into the bottom of the third inning. Logan Metzger, the senior first baseman, coming up to bat, and Xander Cloudy back out there. So Another big thank you to Lorada's Hair House. What do we got from Lorada's Hair House?
Well, our title sponsor tonight is Lorada's Hair House. Most of y'all remember owner Jamie Lorada from back in 2001 and 2002 as the Battling Billy mascot.
Oh, yeah.
Over the last 2 years, she has received the Best Hairstylist Reader's Choice Award by the Fredericksburg Standard. And Lorada's Hair House was also recognized as the best hair salon in 2020 and 2021. Stop by their location on South Adams Street across from Walgreens, or give them a call at 830-997-9380.
Nice job, Blaine, and thank you, Lorada's Hair House, for the title sponsorship. You see their name up on the scoreboard, and there's a ball lifted out there into deep right field. Right fielder going back, and it's over his head. Metzger on his way to second. He's going to be held there for a lead-off stand-up double, Blaine. First hit of the night in this game comes off of Battlin' Billy Sr. Logan Metzger.
That's just what the doctor ordered. A first hit of the night for both teams.
Yeah. And he scorched it well over the right fielder's head there. Right fielder gave it a pretty good run for it. But so Reed Spees now, the sophomore, coming up to bat. We'll see if I'm guessing right here I'd drag bunt him. He's fast. Third baseman's playing back. And there it is. And he's going to run. He's going to beat that out. No, got there just in time. Great job by Reed Spees there on the sacrifice bunt, almost beating that out. But more importantly, moves Logan Metzger up to third base here with less than 2 outs with 1 out. So that's going to give J.B. Word a chance to get him home and tie this game back up, Blaine.
That was a great play by the Boerne defense. The first baseman actually charged on that. I actually didn't know if the second baseman was going to make it over there to cover the base, but he did.
Yeah,
he moved really well. Looks like Boerne's going to try to cut off the run here. They got the infield playing in for Word here.
Yep. Yeah, so they're all in tight on the grass, and Cloudy comes set. And nice job by Rashawn Galloway there to block that ball. Bounced about 2 feet in front of home plate. And he needs a second there to shake that off, Blaine, I think. He's a tough kid, though.
He is a really tough kid. First inning, he got hit by pitch earlier in the night.
Yeah.
And he, being a catcher, you get beat up pretty bad back there.
Yep. So everybody's back in place here, and Word swung right through that fastball. Nice tailing action on that fastball from Cloudy, making the count 1-1 strike here. So Metzger on third base. He's got his lead. Billy's trying to get this tying run in here from third with 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
Had a great start to this inning with Metzger leading off with a double, sacrifice bunt to get him to third with 1 out. Let's see if we can get this run across.
And another fastball from Cloudy to Word fouls it off. So down, even in the count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right here, you just need to look to try to get something in play, hopefully between the infielders or just over their head. In the pitch and swinging, fouls that one back too. So Word battling him here. The more pitches he sees, my opinion, Lane, the more pitches you see in that bat, the advantage goes to the hitter. Would you agree with that, or do you? Okay,
I agree with that. Cloudy works so fast. I mean, it just feels like he is so smooth, so fast tonight. Struck out Word there on a low fastball on the outer half of the plate for the second out of the inning.
Yep. So the more pitches you get to see off the pitcher as a batter, you can time it a little more, and yeah. So now 2 outs, still got the runner on third, Logan Metzger over there, and Javi Rodriguez, who struck out his last time up, is coming to the plate, and he swings at the first pitch just under that one, fouled it straight back. He was right on it. So Javi hitting 276 on the season, has 7 RBIs, so see if he can add to that total here. And there's a swing and a miss. That looked like a little off-speed pitch. Javi was a little out in front of that, so no balls, 2 strikes now here to Rodriguez. Still misting. Umbrellas are still out here. And there's a ball in the dirt. And Rashawn Galloway scoops it up. That one there almost scooted by. And more baseballs being brought out. That's going to be a challenge. The longer this mist goes, the wetter the grass gets. And, we may need a new budget line item for baseballs.
They may be going through some boxes tonight. We'll have a new bucket of balls to hit BP with this week.
Javi lifts one down the right field line, but it's going to go well out of play. So everybody giving chase, but it made it clear out of the park, up into the parking lot, I think. So didn't look like it was going to make it that far back there, but everyone back in place now, playing straight away here, defense against Javi, and he spoils another good pitch there. Is that a little off-speed pitch, down and in?
Yeah, Javi's starting to time up that off-speed. He must have really saw that pitch that time. He didn't swing over the top of it, wasn't way out front that time. Maybe he can get some timing down. Maybe we get the ball in play here.
And there was a high pitch. Nice job by Galloway to snag that ball. His battery mate there, Cloudy, pointing at him saying thank you for saving that pitch there, keeping the runner on third.
It's like a tennis match. They're going through the balls to pick the best one right now.
And that's the third time they might need to open a new box and go down there to H-E-B and buy some rice and
kitty litter,
something. So here comes a pitch, and Javi takes that. It's going to make the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Cloudy not giving in here to Javi Rodriguez, one of the better hitters on the Billies team. I'm sure they don't want to just pump one right down the middle. But here comes the payoff pitch, and Javi going to lift it foul again back behind the stands. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Man on third, Logan Metzger.
Tying run, 90 feet away.
Yep. Led off the inning with that double and is now on third here with 2 outs. See if Javi can get him home. Cloudy going out of the windup. And he gets a hold of one, lifts it to left field. Left fielder's running back, still going back, but has enough room and makes the catch for out number 3. So that's going to do it here in the bottom of the third. Billies do not score a run but have a double. So the score is 1-0 on here. Larada's house, Hair House scoreboard here on Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net.
At Fredericksburg Eye Associates, ophthalmologist Drs. Ann Plinicky and Charles Cohn provide comprehensive medical and surgical eye care. At their state-of-the-art facility off Highway 87, they use the latest equipment for everything from routine eye exams to monitoring macular degeneration. Cataract procedures include the latest advances in lens design, allowing more freedom from glasses than ever before. Fredericksburg Eye Associates, 997-6535, online at fbgi.com.
We love living in the country. My husband works from home, and I teach our 5 youngest children here as well. Fast, uncapped, reliable internet is critical for our family. And that's exactly what we've gotten from Bee Creek for over 10 years now. Bee Creek Communications, always on high-speed internet.
As Fredericksburg celebrates 175 years, Arrowhead Bank is celebrating almost 100 years of serving the people of the Texas Hill Country. Our goal has been the same since we opened in Fredericksburg 20 years ago, to combine the relationship banking of yesterday with the technology of today for a better brand of banking. Arrowhead Bank is proud to support our students in all their endeavors, athletic and academic, and we're excited to celebrate their successes this year. Billy Pride, Eber Alice, Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 423091.
Okay, we're back live here at Fredericksburg High School. We're in a tight one here through 3, 1-0. These two left-handed pitchers having a little duel here, and that's going to bring up here in the top of the 4th, number 13, Xander Cloudy, who is the opposing pitcher here tonight. He's a lefty too. And 1 ball and 1 strike there. This has been quite a matchup so far tonight. So Cloudy last time up walked, and he's ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike here. And there Threadgill comes in with a strike. So Blaine, I know we just had the district track meet, so as we're going through these pitches here, if you want to kind of give us a little rundown, what happened at the district track meet last week?
We had a really good showing. Both track teams are going to be at the area track meet tomorrow. So the girls track won their 8th straight district title last week.
8 in a row. Knock them out.
So congratulations to Coach Aldridge, Coach Raymer, Coach Grona, Coach Wyrick, Coach Canese. Great job. We're taking 16 girls in 14 different events.
Wow.
Got a big shout out to my class of 94 teammates, Shane Fronson, Jay Grona. They both have
there's a strikeout for out number 1. Continue, Blaine, as I talk.
They have both daughters on that team, and so Minnow Fronson and Taylor Grona, both of them, and see if they can qualify for regional, and then maybe beyond that for both of them. Boys track had a really great showing. They're qualified 16 boys in 11 events. So congratulations to Coach Dusty Gibbs, who texted me earlier today and says he coaches them by himself and does everything on that team. And so he has no assistant coaches. I'm just joking. He has Coach Eckert, Coach Hensel, and Coach Canese and Coach Wyrick. And so good luck to them tomorrow. They're in Cuero at the Area 27 track meet. And so it'll be all day. And so I don't think you can tune in live to that one, but I'm sure we'll have some results coming up to you next time we're probably on the air.
So boys and girls both in Cuero Thursday?
It's tomorrow.
Wednesday.
They actually went down there tonight already. They start pretty early in the morning.
All right. Well, good luck to all those track stars there at the Battle in Billies, and hopefully we can send some people on the regionals and maybe even beyond that to state. And there Perez laces the first base hit for the Boerne Greyhounds into right field on that pitch there. So nice piece of hitting there as the Greyhounds get a 1-out base runner in Dylan Perez, which will bring to the plate number 3, Connor Schill. He flew out to left field to end the second inning, his first time up. So he is up in there now, right-hand hitter. Billy's in their double play depth, and he squares around a bunt, and Threadgill picks it up and throws him out at first base. So nice job there by Threadgill to get the out on the sacrifice bunt.
I really like this fundamental baseball by both teams. Butting them over, trying to push through a run like this. Now we just need to execute and now get the out and come back in and get the bats going.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up the top of the order. Caleb Sanchez, center fielder tonight for the Greyhounds. Threadgill looking in and looking back at Perez at second. And inside corner fastball for strike 1. Good looking pitch there. And 2 outs here, man on second base in the top of the 4th. Coming inside, even a little further inside that time for ball 1. But you don't, a lot of times in high school baseball, Blaine, you don't see a lot of people pitching on the inner part of the plate Threadgill has not been afraid to do that tonight.
He sure hasn't.
He had a base runner trying to move up. And no, Lordy, that was a interesting call, to say the least. Ball barely squirted away from Word, and the Perez there tried to move up to third with 2 outs, and Word put the ball right there, and I guess the umpire said he got under the tag. I'm not sure. Coach De La Cerda is out there arguing, or I don't know if he's arguing. He's having a little discussion with the home plate umpire. I mean, the field umpire.
Right.
I think he might have been asking him if he would get a second opinion.
Or maybe they're just exchanging recipes or something like that.
Yeah, maybe they are. Talking about, like,
Ask
what kind
him.
of barbecue you going to make this weekend. Pork or beef? Maybe some chicken. You never know. So we're all back in play here. Threadgill brings in a ball. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Rashawn Galloway on deck for the Greyhounds. So Threadgill needs to challenge him here. 3-1. And that pitch is going to be high. So that's going to make a 1st and 3rd situation. Threadgill's faced 19. This will be his 20th batter, so has had a lot of deep counts. I'm sure his pitch count is getting up there a little bit, Blaine, especially coming back on maybe a day or 2 earlier than they normally do here in high school. Coach Flick going to go out and have a word with Threadgill, and this might just be giving – I think there's someone throwing in the bullpen.
Well, I saw Coach Smith go down there.
Yeah, he's standing down there.
And with somebody a while ago. I didn't catch the number as they went down, though.
Yeah. So Flick's done with his mound visit, and Threadgill is going to remain in the game here. 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. Greyhounds up 1-0 here with Rashawn Galloway coming to the plate. Arguably probably the best hitter on the Greyhound team at the plate. So Threadgill comes set and delivers. Ball 1 low.
Similar situation last time with a runner on for Rashawn. You sort of said we really don't need to just give up anything to him because he could really make us pay.
Yeah. So he's been hit by a pitch and walked his first 2 times. So a little delay in play there. I'm not sure what that was about, Blaine, but we're back up in there now and ready to go. Threadgill comes set, checking the runners, and a quick snap throw over to first base. Nice job by Metzger to keep that ball in front of him. He probably needs to get a new baseball. Yeah, he's going to do it. So that ball bounced in the grass and then squirted off and rolled a little ways away from Metzger. But Perez over there at third base, coach for Bernie, holding him steady there at third base with Galloway at the plate. So, and there's a ball lifted into deep right field.
Oh, no.
Reed Spees looks up, and it is gone. That's a 3-run home run for Rashawn Galloway to deep right field. Did not look like it was that well struck, Blaine, but that ball carried out there all the way over the fence, similar to the ball
last week.
Well, yeah, last week, and the ball that Metzger hit out there to right field, that ball carried all the way to the wall as well. So, ball really carrying out to right field here at Batlin Billy Field. So, 3-run home run there, making the score now 4-0. Bernie on top.
He just had full extension on that.
Yeah.
It looked really good off the bat.
And there's a ground ball to the second baseman who comes up. Oh, now that's 2 plays in the field that have gone against the Billies. There was a play at third where the ball beat the runner, and he was called safe. That there looked like the ball beat the runner as well, but needless to say, he is called safe, so that's going to be an infield single for Cam Johnson, bringing up number 42, Andrew Poole. He's the designated hitter.
You know, off that ball's second bounce, it's just sort of rooster-tailed on the infield and really slowed down getting to our second baseman.
Yeah.
I thought he still made a great play at it.
It was a great play. And the way, you know, a lot of times I just kind of watch the first baseman and kind of their reaction to the play. And Metzger came off like it was a regular play and he thought he was out. But called safe, so runner on first here now with the Bernie Greyhound cleanup hitter in. And a snap throw down to first base. Metzger's done a pretty good job of keeping those balls in front of him over there at first base. He's had about 4 or 5 of them tonight from the pitcher and catcher and has really prevented a lot of extra bases for the Greyhound base runners.
He's been a lot more like a catcher over there than anybody tonight.
Yeah.
He's been using his whole body.
And that one gets by Threadgill. Okay. So 3 balls and no strikes now to Andrew Poole, the cleanup hitter for the Greyhounds. With the man on second now. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to just throw it right down the middle here. There's a strike called. Poole thought it was outside. Sometimes when the batter does that, you know, and starts moving down to first base before the umpire makes the call, that kind of messes with the umpire a little bit. You may not get the calls you want, but Threadgill throws that one high. He's rubbing his arm out there. I've kind of noticed he's been doing that. De La Cerda.
I think we're probably going to get a pitching change here is what I'm feeling.
Yeah, this is the 3rd visit. And De La Cerda is out there, and that looks like Aiken coming in. Blaine, tell us about our title sponsor tonight here on Billies.Live. What do we have?
Well, Lorada's Hair House has 7 hairstylists and an esthetician available for your hair care needs. They've been serving the Hill Country since 2004. Stop by their location on South Adams Street across from Walgreens or find them on Facebook at loradashairhouse.com or give them a call at 830-997-9380. Lorada's Hair House supports all our Battling Billies. Go Big Red.
All right, thank you, Blaine. And with this pitching change here, we're going to hear a few words from our sponsors. And if you're out there listening, and please go out and support some of these sponsors because they're the ones who make these Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net broadcasts possible. I'm Peter Shondawa.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedic, the official sports medicine provider of the Battling Billies. Our board-certified and fellowship-trained doctors provide personalized and comprehensive bone and joint care for all ages. We utilize the latest technologies like platelet-rich plasma treatments, and also unique to the Hill Country, we offer anterior hip replacement. Whether you've suffered a traumatic injury to your shoulder or are just tired of dealing with arthritis pain in your knees, Texas Hill Country Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to help.
ValueMed Pharmacy is Fredericksburg's pharmacy. By putting our customers first, we've earned a sterling reputation as the premier provider in town. With free home delivery, convenient location, and a speedy drive-up window, getting your medications has never been easier. ValueMed offers competitive pricing and accepts most prescription insurance. We're located at 707 North Llano Street, or give us a call at 830-997-8155. Come see why ValueMed Pharmacy truly is Fredericksburg's pharmacy.
Creek Street Dental utilizes the latest technologies in dental care. Dr. McBride has been specially trained to offer the Hill Country sedation dentistry. Anxious patients can sleep through oral surgery in a private room with family nearby. Their CBCT machine provides near silent imaging, making possible the most painless and effective treatments. iTero technology allows virtual manipulation and modeling, so no more gagging on impression trays. Call 830-990-1178 for the best in your family's dental health today.
Hill Country Refrigeration has been providing the Texas Hill Country with quality heat and air conditioning service, installation, and repair for 47 years. They offer dependable, friendly, and professional customer service. Robert and Clara Ann Almers founded Hill Country Refrigeration in 1974, but have been enjoying Battling Billy sports for a lifetime. The Almers family are born and raised Billy fans. 4 generations, that is. Hill Country Refrigeration, where customizing comfort is their award-winning game. From one winning team to another, best of luck, Billies.
Segner's Jewelers is a proud Battlin' Billies supporter and big fans of our hometown team. Segner's has served generations of FISD families and friends and will be here to serve future generations. Located at 236 West Main Street, or find us on the web at segnersjewelers.com. Right way, every day. Go Billies.
And we're back live here at Fredericksburg High School. Pitching change here. Colton Aiken coming into the game. Had a little maintenance out there on the mound with all this rain and mist and wet weather here. Kind of drying off that landing area for Aiken. He's still getting a couple of more warm-up pitches in here. He's pitched 20 innings on the year in 7 games with a record of 1 win and 2 losses. So 10 walks and 14 strikeouts. So striking out more than he's walked playing on the year. ERA at 2.45, so hasn't given up a lot of runs either. So see if he can come in here in this spot and get the final out here in the top of the 4th inning so the Billy Bats can come back.
You know, and he's usually asked to come in this type of spot of what I've seen him through this year, you know. Usually with runners on in his first inning of work, and if he can come in and get us out of a jam, that would be great.
Yep, in his 7 appearances, 5 of them have been out of the bullpen, and I know this is at least the 3rd time I've seen him just recently come in with runners in scoring position and coming in here to try and get the Billies back into the dugout. And starts off there. We got up here is his number 25, Tyler Garantino. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a walk and a fly out to right. So Aiken comes inside on him there, just a little bit too far. So behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Billy's playing straight away and not very deep. Aiken checking the runners. Nobody holding on. The speedy Cam Johnson, who had an infield hit earlier in this inning. He's got some wheels. So Herber moving in behind him now to keep him at bay. Aiken grooves the fastball there, so makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. So key here, Blaine, you just want to get this hitter here to pop up or ground out or something.
You know, and the way he usually keeps the ball down in the zone, we can really probably get a good ground ball, and because how, you know, runner on first and second, we can probably get a force out at any base if we can just get something, especially up the middle. He can, we're at a good depth just to get a force out and make a good play on it.
So Aiken now back even in the count here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 4th inning of play. Bernie up 4-0 And Aiken comes set. Brings it. And that was a curveball that looked pretty good, Blaine, but there hadn't been a lot of curveballs thrown in the game tonight. With these two left-handers, they pretty much are fastball changeup pitchers. Not a lot of breaking balls thrown. That may have caught the umpire off guard there.
The catcher word really wanted that pitch. You could see him, really react to not getting that call.
So time called by Garantino. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. So big pitch in this inning, in this game, trying to get the Billies back in the dugout.
Especially with Boerne being up 4-0 in the top of the 4th inning. 3-2 count with 2 men on.
And tried another curveball, but that one stayed up high. So that's going to load the bases for Hut Hendricks. He's the first baseman for the Greyhounds. He is 0 for 2, flew out to right field and grounded out to third his last time up. So see if Aiken can get him out for a 3rd time in a row tonight.
I think the key really is Aiken getting ahead a little bit here.
There's a soft liner, and Herber comes up with it. That was a tough play, and the ball ended up squirting past the first baseman Metzger on the low throw, and 2 runs are going to score on that. Really, Aiken did what he needed to do there, got a soft contact. Unfortunately, it was just in the wrong spot, kind of what I call no man's land there between the pitcher's mound and second base. Slowly hit. Herbert did all he could to charge and come up throwing to try and get the runner out at first. But Billies couldn't quite come up with the play there, so it's 5-0 now with number... Who is this? Number 13, Xander Cloudy. He's the pitcher for the Greyhounds. Excuse me, it is 6-0 now. I think I said 5-0 earlier. And Aiken falls behind Cloudy. 2 balls, no strikes. This is one of those things where you just got to put that play out of your mind as a pitcher and understand you did what you were supposed to. You got the soft contact. It just went to the wrong spot. So try to induce the same thing.
You're right, because he executed his pitch like you want to, and he just didn't get the right, I guess you could say, hop.
The ball, it just didn't bounce the right way. And baseball is one of those games where you got to be able to recover from those when it doesn't go your way and capitalize when it does. There's a nice pitch to Cloudy there, makes it 3-1.
I know back when we used to play, we used to try to say we got to eliminate these big innings.
Yeah.
And if you ever had those crooked numbers up there, those were the tough innings.
Yeah.
Anything, you could maybe get away with a 1, but it's the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, the 5s that hurt you the most.
Yeah. And I'm looking out here in the outfield with in the backdrop of the lights. It looks like the mist may be even getting a little heavier, Blaine, because I can see it going across now a little better. There's ball 4 to Cloudy, so that's going to load up the bases here in the top of the 4th inning. And that's going to bring up to the plate number 22, Dylan Perez. So this will be the 11th man or 10th man to the plate. No, 11th man to the plate for the Greyhounds. Bases loaded. Perez singled earlier in this inning to get this rally started. Really with the first hit of the game for the Greyhounds, have 3 hits now in this inning and have plated 5 runs. 1 off of the big home run by Rashawn Galloway. That drove in 3 of these 5 runs. Perez takes ball 2. Word calls time's going to go out and have a discussion with Aiken, try to calm his sophomore pitcher down there a little bit, and, just go out and challenge this hitter and try to get your team back in the dugout.
Really on the whole night, they've only hit the ball hard twice. You take the leadoff single and then the home run. You had the infield hit, which was a soft little one, and then the other single, which that was we call it a single, but
could have been an error.
Could have been an error too.
Yeah.
They haven't hit the ball really well all night. They've plated 6 runs. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change.
Yeah, so with that pitching change there, here on Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Strayer and Ulfers, from humble beginnings to a Fredericksburg mainstay. When Edgar Strayer purchased an oil and gas business in 1928, he may not have envisioned it would still thrive nearly a century later. Guiding through the Great Depression, he built a clientele of area farmers with a firm handshake and friendly service. 2 succeeding generations still run the business. Roy Strayer and his sister Betty are mainstays around their shop on Adams Street, where their sons Steve, Charles, and Edward service the needs of thousands of locals and visitors alike. Strayer and Ulfers, a Fredericksburg institution.
Majestic Hill Country Pools. If you can dream it, we can build it. Whether a standalone backyard pool or a full-fledged Hill Country resort, from a hand drawing to a complete 3-dimensional design, Majestic Hill Country Pools has the skills and tools to develop your leisurely escape. Give us a call to set up your consultation. 830-307-4962. Majestic Hill Country Pools. We've got your backyard covered.
Well, howdy, friends. This is Paige Finley from FBG and Billies.Live. I want to tell you about some new friends I met at J4 Trailer, a family-owned Texas trailer dealer out 290 just east of Fredericksburg. They carry utility trailers, livestock trailers, cargo trailers, and if you're looking for all the bells and whistles, they can custom build just about anything. Food trucks, car haulers, trash, or landscape trailers, whatever you need. Give them a call today, 830-997-9969, J4 Trailers. That's where I got mine.
Security State Bank and Trust. We've been building the communities we call home since 1941. That includes supporting our students, teachers, and schools. Behind each student is a community investing in what matters most. Security State Bank and Trust, proud supporters of Battling Billy sports. We're rooting for your success on and off the field. Go Billies! Celebrating our 80th year of helping build the communities we call home. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's a high fly ball back deep at the wall. It's short and caught for out number 3.
No one wants to come up short, especially with your retirement plan. Have you practiced the soft toss enough to smash the home runs? If you don't have all your bases covered with retirement, college savings, life insurance, and long-term care, call Joseph Financial Partners. We'll go around the horn and get your team ready for the big game. Call 830-997-4763 or online at josephfinancialpartners.com. Securities are offered through LPL Financial Member FINRA.
We're back live here. Fredericksburg High School. Quentin Carpenter, your new pitcher for the Billies. He's going to face Dylan Perez here with a 2-ball and no strike count. And coming in here with the bases loaded and a 2-0 count, pretty tall order. First pitch is low. So Carpenter doing a little mound work out there here on this wet evening. Billies need to find a way to get an out here.
No, tough order to sort of come into and to sort of be in, especially with a count. It was a 2-0 count, and now he just walked a run in.
Yeah, that's the 11th walk on the evening by the Battling Billies. So hard to keep a team in check with that many free passes, but we got up to bat now Connor Schill. And there's a pitch right down the middle for Carpenter. So gets ahead of Schill here. No balls and 1 strike. We got 2 outs. And bases loaded here for the Greyhounds. And we're in the top of the 4th inning. 6 runs in this inning. So Carpenter gets the nice pitch right there. Gets a call on the outside corner. So
That's the kind of
That's
pitch
what you
we need right now. Fill
That's
up
right.
that strike zone. Make them earn it.
That's right.
You're right, Peter. I mean, that mist is really coming down hard now. You can really see it in the lights.
There's a ball lifted to shallow right field. Reed Spees giving chase. He's up on the bullpen mound in right field and makes the catch. That's not an easy thing to do with that mound out there, going up on there and making that catch. So nice play there, Reed Spees, to retire the Greyhounds here in the top of the fourth, but not before they score 6 runs on 3 hits. We'll be right back here on TexasRadio.net and Billies.Live.
Fredericksburg Veterinary Center takes care of animals of all sizes, little bitty small ones and great big tall ones. They'll treat your furry friends just like it was their own. Doctors East and Eckert can do all sorts of stuff to help them, like x-rays and blood work, surgeries and sonograms. They'll even work on their teeth. And if your animal is sick or something, they'll even go to your ranch or house to help them. Give them a call or visit them online at fbgvetcenter.com.
Gaddy's Pizza in Fredericksburg is a huge supporter of Battling Billy sports, students, and teachers. In fact, Gaddy's offers a lunch special for teachers and students Monday through Friday for only $7.65, and that includes a drink. Gaddy's Pizza also has pasta, dessert, and one of the best salad bars in town. Enjoy the game room. Kids of all ages love it. Gaddy's takes pizza seriously. 2931 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Billy Pride, Iberales.
Nature and beauty along the fairways at Lady Bird have a way of slowing life down. While the front 9 features significant elevation changes and the tranquility of Live Oak Creek, the back 9 stuns with its panoramic vistas of the surrounding hills. As the home of the Fredericksburg Junior Golf Foundation and the Fredericksburg Middle School and High School golf teams, all of us at Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course are proud to support our community's tradition of excellence. Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course. Practice, play your way.
And we're back here at Fredericksburg High School, where the Billies find themselves in a little bit of a hole here, down 7-0 coming into the bottom of the 4th inning. Billies with 1 hit on the evening. Need to get something going here. Weston Herber, the shortstop, leading it off against Cloudy. And also this week, Blaine, we're going to have some JV baseball coming up. They're going to be starting to wrap up their season. What do they got going on?
So on Thursday, we actually host pool play here. We got Fredericksburg, Boerne, and Bandera. If you want to come watch our JV baseball team play, they play at 12 o'clock versus Bandera, at 2 o'clock versus Boerne here at Battling Billy Stadium at the ball field here. Come on out and watch our boys. And then Pool B is in Canyon Lake. That's Wimberley, Davenport, and Canyon Lake. And then how they finish in their pool will determine how they actually play on Saturday. So they'll play placing games with the team from the opposite pool on Saturday, the April 23rd in Boerne. And so we'll won't know how they actually, when that game is until they finish their pool play on Thursday. So come on out Thursday, watch them. And then after that 2 o'clock game, you'll figure out when they play on Saturday. You can drive over to Boerne and watch those boys.
And Herber thought he had drawn the leadoff walk there, had tossed his bat aside, but umpire called strike 2, Blaine. He must have a delayed strike call verbally down there, because I've seen that's like the 3rd batter that has thought they had got a walk and didn't. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, who comes up with it, makes a low throw, and they say he was on the base, so he's out. And Coach Flick having some words with the first base umpire there. And they're going to come in and ask the home plate umpire if he saw whether the first baseman came off the base or not. Would you say that's what they're talking about?
I'm going to say, well, at least he's asking for help. I mean, it's odd that you actually see it.
Yeah,
and,
usually on his own.
Coach Flick, politely asked if he could get some help, and it's odd that you see him get together. So
On that kind of play, yeah.
Yeah.
First base umpire's right there. So he's out at first. So that's first out of the inning here in the bottom of the fourth. Brings up senior Jake Nunn, who lined into a double play his first time up in the first inning there. Billy's had a one-out base runner, and he hit a line drive right at the first baseman, who basically caught the ball and stepped on second there to double off the Billies in that first inning. So, baseball is one of those games of inches. This is way back in the first inning playing. If that ball's, a foot higher and it gets over the first baseman's head, could be a different game.
It really could.
So it's all ifs, ands, and maybes, but there's a ball lifted into center field. Center fielder there is under it to retire Jake Nunn there for the second out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. So 2 outs now, just going to bring up Drake Threadgill to the plate. He is 0 for 1. He flew out to right field, hit the ball well last time, sent the right fielder all the way back pretty much to the warning track where they hauled it in. So see if he can get some good bat on the ball here, Blaine.
Drake started on the mound for us tonight. Really had started off well, pitched first 2+ innings pretty well, and then sort of had a little trouble a little later.
Yeah.
First baseman almost misplayed that one.
Yeah.
Drake sort of came down, and they got the out at first for the third out of the inning.
That's right. So I'm Peter Shonda alongside Blaine Hahn here on Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net. We are through 4 innings. Greyhounds up 7-0. We'll be right back.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team of Fredericksburg, we know the Texas Hill Country, and we know Texas Hill Country Real Estate.
With the Real Estate Advisory Team, you have a team of experienced professionals who use old-fashioned personal service. Along with our cutting-edge technology, we help you buy and sell real estate.
Contact the Real Estate Advisory Team today. We would be delighted to help you turn your Hill Country real estate dream into a reality. Make it a great day.
Haberdashery, modern, inspired style, curated in Fredericksburg, Texas. We are inspired by world travel and nature. We personally hand select our clothing and accessories and assemble them like no place else. You'll see this the moment you step foot in our store. Revealing beauty and confidence through surprise and fashion curation. HaberdasheryBoutique.com.
Valley area.
And we're back live here, Fredericksburg, Texas. Billy's down 7-0. Thank you for our title sponsor, Lorada's Hair House. Blaine, what do they got over there?
Well, our title sponsor is Lorada's Hair House. Most of y'all remember the owner, Jamie Lorada, from back in 2001 and 2002 as the Battlin' Billy mascot.
Go Billies.
Over the last 2 years, she has received the Best Hairstylist Reader's Choice Award by the Fredericksburg Standard. And Lorada's Hair House was also recognized as the best hair salon in 2020 and 2021. Stop by their location on South Adams Street across from Walgreens, or give them a call at 830-997-9380.
It's always nice to go back and support these local business owners that went to Fredericksburg High School here. So if you need some work on your haircut, hair color, whatever you're going to get done, go give them a call. Go check them out and support a former Battlin' Billy. And still Battlin' Billy. You're never a former Battlin' Billy. You're always a Battlin' Billy.
Always a Battlin' Billy. You can always come out. You can always
that's right.
Come support us.
Carpenter back out on the mound. Here he will face the leadoff hitter, Caleb Sanchez, who is 0 for 1 officially tonight, has reached base 3 times, and he is flew out to left and walked twice.
It looks like we got a new left fielder. It looks like number 6, Vollmer, went out there. Brennan Vollmer.
Okay, in for Reed Spees. So Coach De La Cerda giving the change there to the home plate umpire. And so Caleb Sanchez steps into the box here, and Carpenter. First pitch swinging, and that's a little weak fly ball in the infield there. And Jake Dunn, the senior second baseman, puts it away. So 1 pitch and 1 out here to start off the 5th inning.
The only other news I have around Billy Sports Nation is we had a team, mixed doubles, qualified for the state tennis tournament next week on Tuesday, April 26th at Anne Marie Tennis Center in San Antonio, Texas. We have mixed doubles, Bella Rodriguez and Jorge Lopez. They'll be playing Wills Point. Congratulations to them. And also congratulations to Coach Randall King and assistant coach Gilbert Renault. We'll be going against a pretty good Wills Point team. We got second at regionals this last week behind the Wimberley team that we had just nipped at district, and we got a pretty good draw. And so let's see if the kids can put something together and make a good run and see if they can bring home some hardware at the state tournament.
Yeah, good luck to Lopez and Rodriguez there in the state tennis tournament. Congratulations on the achievement so far, but it's not over yet. Make it happen. So Carpenter now facing Rashawn Galloway. He's down on the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Galloway homered his last time up. I would venture to say the Billies aren't going to give him anything to hit the rest of the night.
I might pitch around him a little bit.
Well, it looks like
groove a bit.
Yeah, so 3 balls, no strikes here to Galloway. Carpenter, a long look in this time. And brings an outside fastball for ball 4. And Carpenter asking where that was, if it was outside or not. But, yeah, it was off the plate. So Galloway will have a courtesy runner. That's number 11, Brooks Perez, who's running for Galloway here with 1 out in the top of the 5th. Billy's down 7-0. Number 12, Cam Johnson, who had an infield single his last time up. Softly hit ball to second base and was able to beat it out. So he has some wheels, Blaine. First pitch right in there for strike 1 from Carpenter. So
I like how Carpenter, he just sort of brings it every time.
Yeah.
It looks like he has movement on every pitch he throws, even when he throws a fastball. He just keeps bringing it. And that's how he did last week, too, when we were here. And he just keeps coming.
There's a curveball grounded sharply to the second baseman, over to Herber at short for the first out. Cam Johnson showing his speed there. No chance on doubling him off. So nice job by Herber there to just hold that ball and not risk a throw to first when with Johnson running down to first.
That ball also got hung up in the grass pretty good. The way we were talking about it, you look up in the lights, the mist is starting to really come down. That ball caught up in the grass, really slowed down into second. That was really the only play we had was the force out at second.
Yep. So that's going to bring to the plate cleanup hitter Andrew Poole, who is 0 for 1 officially tonight with 2 walks. Runner takes off Cam Johnson, and there's a throw down, but Cam Johnson steals second base, putting himself in scoring position here with 2 outs. You can also tell it's raining a little more because there's water dripping off the roof lines here now at a little bit brisker pace than it was earlier in the evening. So Poole now behind in the count. Carpenter with a no ball and 1 strike count here. Cam Johnson with a big lead off a second. And Carpenter brings a pitch right in there for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes now here to Poole. I'm guessing Carpenter's throwing off speed here. Something off the plate and low.
Maybe we can get him to chase here. It would be nice.
Cam Johnson, another big lead. And there's that curveball, but goes down low. Poole able to lay off of it.
But I think that's the pitch he really wants to execute right there.
It is.
I mean, if he can get him to chase, I think that's a strikeout pitch. And now he can just sort of do whatever he wants to here and try to get a strikeout and get us out of the inning.
So Carpenter checking on Johnson there at second base, who has a giant lead. In curveball outside, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now here to Poole. And again with the rain, I want to let everybody know here, Billies.Live, you're accustomed to watching this. We only have 1 camera going inside the press box because of the weather, so unable to bring you all the full camera angles as normal due to the weather tonight. And Cam Johnson takes off for third, and he's going to steal third without a throw. But that was that big lead. I mean, they weren't paying too much attention to him over there, so basically just conceding that stolen base. But now 3 balls and 2 strikes to Poole after getting ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Carpenter now going to have to make a pitch here to complete this inning. He comes set and brings it in and gets him swinging with the outside curveball. So retires the side here. No runs here on 1 hit in the top of the 5th. Billy's down 7-0. We'll be right back.
DR Welding and Construction is the Texas Hill Country's choice for metal buildings using #1 American-made materials. They are fully insured for your protection and peace of mind. If you're in need of a metal building, a horse barn, airplane hangar, warehouse, equipment shed, barn dominium, or a business, DR Welding and Construction, 830-997-1058. On the web, drweldinginc.com. Quality and craftsmanship make the difference at DR Welding and Construction.
At Fredericksburg Eye Associates, ophthalmologist Drs. Ann Plinicky and Charles Cohn provide comprehensive medical and surgical eye care. At their state-of-the-art facility off Highway 87, they use the latest equipment for everything from routine eye exams to monitoring macular degeneration. Cataract procedures include the latest advances in lens design, allowing more freedom from glasses than ever before. Fredericksburg Eye Associates, 997-6535, online at fbgi.com.
For us. And we're back live here, Fredericksburg, Texas. Boerne Greyhounds against the Battling Billies here in this District 28 4A matchup. There's a lot on the line, Blaine, here for both of these teams. Boerne now, after they split with Canyon Lake, find themselves tied for first place with Wimberley. Correct?
Right, and Wimberley is playing Davenport this week, who is in 4th place with a 3-3 record in district play.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you sort of look at the two teams that are leading our district, which is Wimberley and Boerne. They've been sort of the class of the field this year. Boerne definitely, I think, wants to keep pace with Wimberley this week. And they're looking to get 2 wins. Wimberley probably looking to get 2 wins, and then they clash next week, and what they feel like is probably for the district title, and sort of see. But then you also have Canyon Lake, who stole that game last week. Canyon Lake is playing Bandera this week, and so I bet they're hoping to probably get two wins against a Bandera team who's 0-6, and then they're in with Davenport next week, and maybe they feel like they can get a little piece of the action too.
Yeah, so it's an interesting race here in District 28 4A for all spots, 1 through 4 for the playoff spots. There's still 3 teams kind of vying for the top 3 positions, and while there's a couple other teams that are trying to get that fourth spot between, that's the Billies and the Davenport Wolves. So James Sabera here for the Battling Billies is up first here to bat in the bottom of the 5th. He's down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Cloudy still out there on the mound for the Greyhounds. Has faced only 1 over the minimum so far through 4 innings of work. So facing Sabera here, goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So see if Sabera can get something going here for the Billies.
I'm going to give a big shout out. I don't know if she's watching tonight, but Wendy Dietrich was in Victoria today. She was a road warrior, left early this morning. I think she's going to stay in Victoria to watch some golf and tomorrow. I don't know if she's also driving to Cuero tomorrow. Probably so. It seems like she drives all over the state of Texas lately after.
That's a good problem, Lane, because when she's driving all over the state of Texas, that means Billy Sports is doing well, and they're playing in the playoffs all over the place. So, yeah, that's a good thing there. So James Sabera grounds out to third base to start off the inning here, which brings up number 7, center fielder Mason Ray, who is 0 for 1. He flew out to the center fielder. So, yeah, Wendy Dietrich got her plate full here these next couple of weeks, Blaine.
She was actually on a Zoom meeting with me in the hotel lobby at about 5 o'clock. We were having some technical difficulties.
What's Zoom?
I think everybody sort of knows what Zoom is
well,
nowadays.
I guess so. Well, not people like me or Scott Emmel. Scott's up here in the press box with us. He's the longtime PA man for the Battling Billies here, so just giving him a little grief tonight. But he informed me just now he does know what Zoom is. He uses it quite often. So Mason Ray finds himself down 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here to Cloudy, brings the 1-2, throws a changeup. Ray just a little bit out in front of it, fouls it off to the right side, up and over and into the parking lot, it looked like. No, just inside there, I can see. Still lots of cars parked up on the hill. Umbrellas out here in the stands for the crowd here as this mist continues to just blow in across the field. Cloudy brings the 1-2. That's outside to Ray. So nice take there by Ray.
On a really close pitch, too. That was a great take.
I'll also give a shout-out to Travis Clanner. He's my neighbor over there. He's a long-time baseball supporter here at Billy's. There's a strikeout of Ray for the second out here in the bottom of the 5th. But back to Travis Clanner. He was one of the men that was instrumental in getting this baseball field here built. Back in the day when this was built and opened in 1987, I believe, there was a lot of time donated and lots of fundraisers done to get this field. I believe Keller Construction donated a lot of time and dirt moving to level this little field out here. And so I just want to give a big shout out to him and for his support of the Billy baseball program throughout the years. And Logan Metzger with the lone Billy hit tonight. It was a double back in the 3rd inning. And he
laced a ball over the right fielder's head.
Yeah.
Really got that inning. That inning started off the right way for us.
Yeah.
And we stranded him actually at 3rd that inning.
Yeah. So we're here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and Cloudy still out on the mound. He may be out. I saw him slip there a little bit on that play. Billy, then umpire, they're looking for some dry baseballs. I don't think they have any. But Cloudy looked like he slipped there on the mound a little bit. They may have to go out there and put out some more diamond dry to get that landing area a little more secure for those pitchers. And Cloudy brings the 2-1, now 3-1 to Logan Metzger, who's back up in there. Big, tall first baseman here for the Billies. And he fouls that pitch back. Had a good, healthy swing at that one, Blaine.
Cloudy's really still bringing it. I
Yeah.
mean, he's I know he hasn't. He's worked just he said one batter over the minimum tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's felt like it's been a lot longer of a game. Is that his first walk? Second walk he's issued tonight. Finally get a base runner. Hadn't had one in a couple innings.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can get it going.
Reed Spees gonna re-enter the game here in right field. So Spees up in there, has a sacrifice on the night, takes ball 1. So only 4 hits in the game, but Bernie has found a way to score 7 runs on 3 hits. There's a line shot up the middle. Spees with a nice job of hitting there, singling up the middle. So Billy's now with 2 base runners here and 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning is going to bring up catcher J.B. Word. Blaine, he's 0 for 1 tonight.
There's our station-to-station baseball.
Well, at this stage, when you're down by 7, that's what you need.
Let's see if Word can keep it going, especially with Javi on deck. That's the hitters we want here.
Yep.
Word can get a base hit here, and we just start scratching our way back into it. I think we can get some good feelings going into Friday's game, if anything else.
Yeah. Nice healthy swing there by Word. Fouls it straight back. I had a pitch he could handle there. Just swung kind of right through it. So got the timing down there on the fastball. See if he can get another one. With the 7-run lead, you would think Cloudy's probably going to be bringing lots of fastballs here. So start timing them up, put them in play. You never know what might happen.
And that's the attitude you would want to do with a 7-run lead. Just make them hit the ball, make them earn it. Don't give them any free stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we've played 4.5 innings so far, and there's only 5 hits in the game. So to score a run hitting the baseball, Blaine, you typically got to get 3 hits in the same inning before you get 3 outs. And considering there's only 5 hits in the game and we played almost 5 full innings, that's 1 hit per inning. Without any of the extracurricular walks, hit by pitch, or errors, the score would be 0-0. So, yeah, the more you can challenge the batters here, especially in high school baseball now, Blaine, you know, when we played many moons ago, the baseball bats were a little bit different too. They have a thing now called BB Core, which allows only a certain amount of miles per hour off the bat. So the bats are not quite as live as they were back in our days, so a little easier to hit with those bats back then. A lot more pop on them. So
you're telling me my power back then was a little wouldn't happen anymore?
Well, compared to if you had to use BB Core bats, you would not have hit it as far. There's a ground out to the pitchers, so that's going to do it for the Billies here in the bottom of the 5th. Down 7-0 here on TexasRadio.net and Billies.Live. We'll be right back.
We love living in the country. My husband works from home, and I teach our 5 youngest children here as well. Fast, uncapped, reliable internet is critical for our family. And that's exactly what we've gotten from Bee Creek for over 10 years now. Bee Creek Communications. always on, high-speed internet.
As Fredericksburg celebrates 175 years, Arrowhead Bank is celebrating almost 100 years of serving the people of the Texas Hill Country. Our goal has been the same since we opened in Fredericksburg 20 years ago, to combine the relationship banking of yesterday with the technology of today for a better brand of banking. Arrowhead Bank is proud to support our students in all their endeavors, athletic and academic, and we're excited to celebrate their successes this year. Billy Pride, Eber Alice, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 423091.
And we're back live here. Quentin Carpenter back out for the top of the 6th inning. Blaine, a big thank you to our title sponsor in Larada's Hair House there on Adams Street. What do they got for us, Blaine?
So Larada's Hair House has 7 stylists and an esthetician.
We struggle with that word.
I've said it wrong all night. Available for your hair care needs. They've been serving the Hill Country since 2004. Stop by their location on South Adams Street across from Walgreens, or find them on Facebook at laradashairhouse.com, or give them a call at 830-997-9380. Larada's Hair House supports all of our Battling Billies. Go Big Red.
And Jamie Larada, big thank you for the sponsorship. Former Battling Billy, not former, we say that, but really, once a Battling Billy, always a Battling Billy. So thank you for supporting the Billy Athletics and Billies.Live here tonight. So Carpenter up in there, he is going to be facing Garantino, who tonight so far is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. And there's first pitch is ball 1 as the mist continues to blow across the field. And Carpenter.
Oh.
So ball 2. That was a close pitch right there. Umpire may almost look like he's tightening it up a little bit here. First 2 pitches were pretty close. There's one right down the middle for called strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike now here for Carpenter. Here in the top of the 6th, trying to keep the Greyhounds where they are. Some Billies can maybe claw their way back into this game. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman, Nunn, who comes up throwing a little low and in the dirt. Metzger couldn't quite come up with it, so that's going to go down in your scorebook as an E4. So Garantino reaches base here to lead off the top of the 6th inning. And
you know, these games are so hard when that ball is sort of comes through. I don't know if the ball is wet. It just seems like we're not getting a good throw to first base on any of these ground balls.
Oh, well, it's definitely wet.
Mm-hmm.
The ball is wet.
The ball is wet.
So not ideal baseball conditions, but going to get this game in here tonight. So we got a pinch hitter here now, number 2, Max Garcia for Hut Hendricks. And that's Max Garcia trying to lay down there a drag bunt. Is down on the count now, 1 ball, no balls and 1 strike. So Garantino at first, short lead. Carpenter checking on him. Carpenter brings it, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 2 to Garcia.
Probably the straightest ball I've seen him throw all night.
Yeah. So Garcia back up in there, left-hand hitter. As Carpenter checks on Garantino. And there's a curveball that goes inside. Nice looking pitch. Tried that kind of back foot curveball. Stayed up a little bit, so did not induce the swing.
He's trying to start that ball in the zone. Hopefully it would come into his foot as a left-handed batter.
Right.
See if he would just swing over the top of it.
And Carpenter tries the backdoor
Backdoor
curveball.
and got him.
Yeah, gets the call. Third strike there for out number 1 here in the, what are we in, the 6th inning?
Yeah. We are in the top of the 6th.
So that's going to bring up Cloudy, who is the pitcher tonight for the Greyhounds. Done a solid job out there for them. He steps in here for his third at bat of the night. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a strikeout. And he stands in here with 1 out. Squares around the bunt and takes called strike 1. So Bernie electing here to almost like sacrifice here, up 7-0, trying to push another insurance run across the plate, but has been unsuccessful so far here in this inning. Not a lot of hits have gone around, so every run is kind of at a premium. There's called strike 2, and Cloudy now down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes from Carpenter.
Carpenter's doing a great job filling up the strike zone,
That's
getting
right.
ahead of these last couple batters. He's really done a good job on the mound.
So Garantino with his lead, and there's that back foot curveball. Started that pitch right in the middle of the zone, and it broke down to the feet of Cloudy. Cloudy swings over it for out number 2, so nice job of pitching there by Carpenter.
And especially getting ahead, staying ahead.
Yep.
Really making the batters do what he wants them to do.
That's right. So it's a lot easier to pitch when you get ahead like that. So see if he can keep that going here with 2 outs. And he's facing Dylan Perez, who is 1 for 2 tonight with a walk. And the runner takes off. There's a throw down.
Good throw.
And nice job by Weston Herbert covering the bag. And J.B. Word comes up throwing and fires out Garantino, who looks like he may have injured himself out there at second base on that slide. But needless to say, after 5.5 innings of play, Greyhounds up 7-0 here on Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedic, the official sports medicine provider of the Batland Billies. Our board-certified and fellowship-trained doctors provide personalized and comprehensive bone and joint care for all ages. We utilize the latest technologies like platelet-rich plasma treatments, and also unique to the Hill Country, we offer anterior hip replacement. Whether you've suffered a traumatic injury to your shoulder or are just tired of dealing with arthritis pain in your knees, Texas Hill Country Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to help.
My name is Tammy, and I am a Value Med customer. The things that I love the most are the convenience, the speed, and the friendliness. Annette and Betty at the front window are always so friendly. I have called Bill, even Matt, for just personal questions regarding prescriptions or medication. Their helpfulness, willingness to spend the time with me is something you don't get at the larger pharmacies. I just think they are amazing.
Creek Street Dental utilizes the latest technologies in dental care. Dr. McBride has been specially trained to offer the Hill Country sedation dentistry. Anxious patients can sleep through oral surgery in a private room with family nearby. Their CBCT machine provides near-silent imaging, making possible the most painless and effective treatments. iTero technology allows virtual manipulation and modeling, so no more gagging on impression trays. Call 830-990-1178 for the best in your family's dental health today.
Hill Country Refrigeration has been providing the Texas Hill Country with quality heat and air conditioning service, installation, and repair for 47 years. They offer dependable, friendly, and professional customer service. Robert and Clara Ann Almers founded Hill Country Refrigeration in 1974, but have been enjoying Batland Billy sports for a lifetime. The Almers family are born and raised Billy fans. 4 generations, that is. Hill Country Refrigeration, where customizing comfort is their award-winning game. From one winning team to another, best of luck, Billies.
And we're back here, Fredericksburg Batland Billy baseball field. We have a pitching change for the Boerne Greyhounds. Caleb Sanchez, who was in the game in left field, comes in to pitch for the Boerne Greyhounds here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He's a right-handed pitcher, so maybe here. Javi Rodriguez, leadoff batter for the Billies. Little change up here in what the Billies have seen tonight. Maybe they can get something going here in the bottom of the 6th.
Maybe so.
Yeah. So Javi tonight is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So he is coming up here to bat and see what the senior can do. So Sanchez out on the mound for the Greyhounds, brings the first pitch, and that's going to be high for ball 1. So it's always interesting to me how teams decide to bring in a new pitcher. There's a ground ball to short. Javi Johnson tried to come up with it there, but could not quite make it. So that's going to go down in your book as an E6. Javi Rodriguez reaches. But you had your pitcher out there kind of cruising through, pitched 5 innings, faced 2 over the minimum, and, pretty much in control of the game. And then the teams decide to bring in a new pitcher. Not that Caleb Sanchez is not capable. I'm sure he is. But when one player is doing so well, it's interesting how the decision is made to remove them from the game.
You're right. We don't get to watch them all year or anything, though. I know they made a mound visit last inning. Maybe it is a little chillier of a night. It is rainy. It is a little colder than
normal.
Maybe he is on a pitch count tonight, and he reached his number. So Sanchez throws pretty interesting. He's really over the top. He has a abbreviated delivery, and it sort of holds and then really comes straight over his shoulder. It's sort of interesting to watch him throw.
And there he comes in with 2 strikes now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Weston Herber, playing shortstop tonight for the Batlin Billies. Down 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Sanchez trying to get through the 6th inning here for the Greyhounds. Has a leadoff base runner on first in Rodriguez. He's checking him. And there's a foul ball by Herber right off his left foot. That didn't feel good.
No.
He's kicking it around a little bit. He's like, let me shake this off here a little bit. But he's a tough kid. He'll get back up in there. I don't think you're going to get him out of a game ever.
No. He's got that Herber stubborn gene in him, and that's a compliment. Everybody's listening that way.
And
he's going to go down on strikes on a check swing there, too.
Yeah, that was a tough pitch. Started out in the zone, and the first curveball we've seen from Sanchez, it was a pretty good one. Ended up pretty far outside, but when you're down 1 ball, 2 strikes, you kind of got to protect. And Herber unable to hold off, so it's the first out of the inning. And Jake Nunn, the senior second baseman, steps in. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a line out and a fly out to center. First pitch from Sanchez, high. Bernie playing straight away. Double play depth on the infield, which means, for those of you who might not know, the middle infielders are in just a hair and squeezed up the middle, so they have time to turn that double play.
And if you're tuning into the radio world, it is the top of the 6th inning. Bernie's scored 7 runs on 3 hits with an error. The Billies have no runs on 2 hits and 2 errors. Tonight, we are in the bottom of the 6th. We got a runner on first base with 1 out.
And Jake Nunn at the plate. 2 balls and no strikes now to Nunn, and Sanchez back up on the mound. And he brings it And there's a shot out to right field. Right fielder taking a few steps back, makes the catch and fires it over to first base, trying to double off Rodriguez. And Cloudy, who pitching earlier, is over at first base, smothered that one, says we're keeping Rodriguez right here. So fly out to right for Nunn for the second out.
Nunn really hit that ball really well.
Right at him.
Right at him. I mean, just he took about 3 steps to his left, caught that ball sort of on the run. Tried to get Javi at first, but you're not going to get Javi. He's so fast.
So Vollmer, this is a pinch hitter here for Threadgill, I believe. Yeah, is Vollmer getting his first plate appearance of the night. And he's even in the count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Is that right? Did I get the number right?
Yeah, I think Vollmer came in to play.
Brennan Vollmer.
Play left field for Threadgill.
When he came out.
When he came out.
From pitching, yeah. So the 1-1 is up and away. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Vollmer. Rodriguez on first base. Here with 2 outs. Sanchez in for his first inning of work for the Greyhounds. Comes set. Brings it in. There's a ground ball to the third baseman who gloves it. Flips it over to first baseman Cloudy for out number 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. So we're through 6 now here on your Lorada Hair House scoreboard. Billies down 7-0. We'll be right back.
Segner's Jewelers is a proud Battle & Billies supporter and big fans of our hometown team. Segner's has served generations of FISD families and friends and will be here to serve future generations. Located at 236 West Main Street, or find us on the web at segnersjewelers.com. Right way, every day. Go Billies.
Strayer and Ulfers, from humble beginnings to a Fredericksburg mainstay. When Edgar Strayer purchased an oil and gas business in 1928, he may not have envisioned it would still thrive nearly a century later. Guiding through the Great Depression, he built a clientele of area farmers with a firm handshake and friendly service. 2 succeeding generations still run the business. Roy Strayer and his sister Betty are mainstays around their shop on Adams Street, where their sons Steve, Charles, and Edward service the needs of thousands of locals and visitors alike. Strayer and Ulfers, a Fredericksburg institution.
Majestic Hill Country Pools. If you can dream it, we can build it. Whether a standalone backyard pool or a full-fledged hill country resort, from a hand drawing to a complete 3-dimensional design, Majestic Hill Country Pools has the skills and tools to develop your leisurely escape. Give us a call to set up your consultation. 830-307-4962. Majestic Hill Country Pools. We've got your backyard covered.
And we're back here, Fredericksburg, Texas. We have gone to the 7th inning here. Bernie Greyhounds up 7-0 here in District 28 4A district play. Have you gotten any updates on any scores? No, not yet. I might look into that here as we get through this inning. Carpenter back out for his 3rd inning of work. And he is facing Dylan Perez, I believe. Let's see who this is. Yes. He is 1 for 2 with a walk tonight.
You know, we usually don't shout out to the opposing coach, but I would like to congratulate Coach Bill Merrill. He picked up from Bernie. He picked up his 650th win as a head coach last week versus Canyon Lake last Tuesday, and so that's a big accomplishment. And congratulations to him and Bernie High School for the school he represents. So,
yeah, 650 wins. Not many people in that club. And Perez fouls that one off, and now Carpenter up in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Carpenter back up there. And Perez waiting. There's a curveball. Stays up just a little bit, so evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Goal here, Blaine. Get 3 up, 3 down. Come back and try to get a couple of runs across the plate before we go head down to Boerne on Friday.
Try to scratch something.
Yeah.
Try to get some good feelings. Try to get some positiveness.
That's right. Get
in
some
our
vibes.
dugout.
Yeah, going our way. So Perez back up in there, full count now. Carpenter out of the windup. He's got a long look in this time. And here comes the pitch. And slips out of his hand. They probably need to open a new box of baseballs, Blaine.
Maybe those need to retire for BP.
Yeah. They probably weigh a little more by now, too.
Yeah. You know, when I used to coach here, we used to play a game every time we went to an opposing site to see if we could gain a whole bucket of balls somehow.
Gain a bucket of balls?
Yeah, by foul balls and by just
finding
them.
It's an Easter egg hunt out there.
Find them. People are sometimes a little lazy when it comes to picking them up down the right and left field. And some of the best people at it were actually Chad Flick right over there.
Coaching.
And Sam Hink. So it was awesome. We had a good time.
Well, Carpenter exchanged 2 different baseballs there, so hopefully he likes this one. Boerne squares around to bunt with Connor Schill here with a man on first, up by 7 here in the 7th inning, wanting to push across another insurance run. But it goes foul, so...
Still playing that small ball.
Yep.
Still trying to push an insurance run across.
So Carpenter back up in there. Perez with a healthy lead at first, Blaine. He may be going.
Could be.
Nope, they squared around to bunt, and he pops it up. Word makes the play. So that's an out for the Greyhounds. So 1 out now, and brings up the pitcher now for the Greyhounds. Caleb Sanchez started the game in center field. He is 0 for 2 on the night with 2 walks and 2 flyouts, 1 to the left and 1 to the second baseman. So Billy's in their double play depth too here now with Perez at first. He has some speed. It wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't take off. And there's strike 1 to Caleb Sanchez.
Carpenter has really come in relief, pitched really well. Let's see if we can end this threat that they have with the runner on first.
Yeah.
Execute some pitches like he's been doing all night.
So Carpenter coming set, checking on Perez at first. Brings the pitch, and there's a swing and a foul back. So all those off-speed pitches, and then he came in there with a heater, and that thing, he doesn't have the highest velocity on the team, but with all the change of speeds and everything he does, Blaine, that fastball gets on those hitters pretty quick, and you could tell there Sanchez had a hard time with that fastball.
Right. He looked so far behind it.
Yeah.
He just, it really got on him so fast, he wasn't ready for it. And it was one of those number-high fastballs, too, where as a hitter, he makes your eyes get real big.
Yeah.
You really start
want to do something
get
with
excited
it.
when you see something like that.
So, and there's the off-speed pitch from Carpenter.
That's a pitch you don't mind wasting if they'll chase it, because that's
Yep.
a strikeout.
That's right.
Now,
1 ball, 2 strikes. You don't want to give him anything too good to hit there, but I'm guessing he's probably going to go back out there with another curveball. And he comes with a fastball, and Sanchez, I think, was thinking the same thing, curveball, and he got the fastball and was a little late on it, but fouls it off to stay alive. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now here to Sanchez here in the top of the 7th inning. Carpenter checking on Perez. Perez, fairly big lead over there. There's a nice curveball that hits the outside edge of the strike zone for strike 3 called. So Carpenter gets the second out here of the top of the 7th, and now has the pretty tall task of facing Rashawn Galloway here, coming to the plate and try to retire him. He so far tonight is 1 for 1. He'd been hit by a pitch, 2 walks, and a home run on the night. So,
Carpenter has 2 curveballs. One that really almost bends, bites, across and comes, and then that pitch that he just threw, which is a little tighter.
Yeah.
Doesn't curve as much, and I think the batter was just locked because he thought that ball was going to just go way outside, and it just sort of stayed on that plane, stayed on that outer edge. He couldn't do anything with it at all.
Yeah, so nice job, Carpenter. Now with 2 outs here, Galloway up to bat. And first pitch, curveball right in there. Galloway looking back at the umpire, saying, "Are you sure about that?"
Well, that was that curveball, or that it may have been a little bit of a different pitch right there too, because it didn't have as much break to it, and it was it was a lot slower than most pitches that he's been throwing.
Yeah, which will make this fastball here in a pitch or two look really fast.
I don't know about throwing it to Galloway, though.
Well, you never know. There's a ball lifted to right field. Speed's going back, and that's gone.
Galloway
Another opposite field shot by Galloway over the right field fence. That's just pure muscle and power and strength. So nice job there by Galloway as he rounds the bases here for the second time tonight. That'll give him 5 RBIs on the evening. So Galloway having quite a game here tonight. So makes the score now 9-0. We'll bring up number 12, Cam Johnson, the shortstop tonight for the Billies. No, for the Greyhounds.
Greyhounds.
I said that wrong.
Yes.
So Cam up in there now, Carpenter. First pitch strike in there. And on that home run there, Blaine, it really wasn't that bad of a pitch. It was low. It was away. It almost looked off the plate. Galloway just punched it out of here at right field, opposite field power.
Well, yeah, and it looked like he just sort of threw his right hand at it and really extended those arms. And a hitter like that, you really don't want them extending their arms at a ball.
So 1 ball, 1 strike now here. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Carpenter. And there you can tell Cam Johnson with a swing and a miss, and bat slips out of his hand. That's pretty much directly related to that mist we see flying across the field there, Blaine. And he's going to take his batting glove off and he's going to get a towel here and dry everything off. You don't really want a bat flying around and hitting anybody. So safety here does come into play in these weather situations. But he's ready now. He's back up in there. Still trying to dry off his hands. And he's up in there now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. Line shot right at the shortstop, Herber, who bobbled it there. Cam Johnson, fast runner down the line, beats it out. So that's going to go down in your book as an E6. So Cam Johnson reaches base on the air. Here to extend the 7th inning to another batter, which is the cleanup hitter, Andrew Poole. He's the designated hitter tonight. He's 0 for 2 with 2 walks, a strikeout, and a ground out to third. So see if we can get him out again. Greyhounds now with 4 hits on the night, 9 runs. Billies 2 hits, no runs. There's a ball lifted to deep right center. This one looks like Vollmer is going to be able to get under that one and makes the catch. So that's going to retire the side here in the top of the 7th here on Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net. I'm Peter Shondwa with Blaine Hahn. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Greg Nebgen with 4N Cattle Company. I want to talk to you a little bit about J4 Trailer and my experience. So I was looking for a new cattle trailer, stopped by, talked to Josh, customized what I wanted. I own a local business. I want to do my business local. Prices were very competitive. I looked at trailers everywhere. They were $1,000 cheaper, if not more. I was going to buy local anyway. They beat everybody in price. And then they even delivered it. J4 Trailer, that's where I got mine.
Security State Bank and Trust. We've been building the communities we call home since 1941. That includes supporting our students, teachers, and schools. Behind each student is a community investing in what matters most. Security State Bank and Trust, proud supporters of Battling Billy sports. We're rooting for your success on and off the field. Go Billies! Celebrating our 80th year of helping build the communities we call home. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's a high fly ball back deep at the wall. It's nope, short and caught for out number 3.
No one wants to come up short, especially with your retirement plan. Have you practiced the soft toss enough to smash the home runs? If you don't have all your bases covered with retirement, college savings, life insurance, and long-term care, call Joseph Financial Partners. We'll go around the horn and get your team ready for the big game. Call 830-997-4763 or online at josephfinancialpartners.com. Securities are offered through LPL Financial Member FINRA.
Want to see. All right, we're back live, Fredericksburg. Battling Billies. Down to their final 3 outs, Blaine, here of this district matchup between the Greyhounds and the Billies. And James Sabera, the senior, going to be stepping into the plate. So see if he can get things started here.
You know, for us offensively, you know, we've put the bat on the ball. We've only struck out twice tonight. We've put the ball in play. We've really hit it straight to him, though. A lot of good, you know, batted balls. But we really, if we could get something started right now and get some good feelings going into Friday night for the game in Boerne, it would be great for us.
That's right. So Sabera up in there finds himself down at the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Sanchez started him off with 2 curveballs right in there. So Sanchez kind of feeling in the groove right now. Throws a 3rd curveball in the dirt, and that's going to be a drop 3rd strike. And Sabera on his way to first base kicked the ball. Inadvertently kicked the ball. I'm not sure the ruling on this. I don't know the rules, Blaine.
I really don't
I've
either.
never seen it happen before.
I think he has a right to run.
Yeah. It wasn't. Did not look like an intentional kick, but as it stands right now, it's a strikeout with a drop 3rd strike, and he reaches first on that. Bernie coach out trying to get the explanation. He's shaking his head, walking back to the dugout.
I guess he's going to get to stay at first.
Yeah, he'll be at first. So leadoff base runner for the Billies here in the bottom half of the 7th. So brings up number 7, Mason Ray, playing center field tonight. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out to center and a strikeout his last time up. So see what he can do. Sanchez brings a fastball
in the dirt.
Yep. So Sanchez, sometimes when something weird like that happens, it kind of disrupts the rhythm.
Yeah.
Your mental state, maybe, like I just struck that guy out. He's on first base. He kicked the ball. It's not right. Well, there he comes back with a strike, ground ball to Johnson, who steps on on second for the force out there. So the fielder's choice tried to complete the double play, and the ball sailed on him into the Bernie dugout, and Mason's going to be awarded second base. But that's the throwing is pretty difficult in these conditions, Blaine.
And it's not one-sided either.
Yeah.
Their shortstop has now had an error. He's had, that would be another error, throwing error, too. It's just tough fielding conditions out there.
Right.
I'm glad I'm not out there.
Right. We're in the press box here, dry.
Very dry.
So Logan Metzger now, the first baseman for the Billies, senior, up to bat here with 1 out. Sanchez brings the pitch in. That's on the inside corner for strike 1. Metzger back up in there quickly. He's ready to hit. Sanchez, they're not holding Ray on. And there's a curveball up for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here, Billies have an opportunity to get that 1 run you talked about. Just get something positive offensively here to end this game, so you can head down to Bernie in a better frame of mind. There's a nice curveball,
really nice,
from Sanchez. Haven't seen that pitch from him tonight yet in his 1 1/3 innings, but looks like he may have a pretty good curveball there, Blaine.
Yeah, and Billy's down 9-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. 1-2 count.
And there's another curveball swung and missed by Logan Metzger for out number 2. So Billy's now down to their final out here in the 7th inning, down 9-0. Greyhounds 9 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. Billy's no runs, 2 hits, 3 errors. And Reed Spees, the sophomore, stepping into bat here for the Billies.
Reed had a good single last time up, right back up the middle. Let's see if he can have a little repeat performance on that.
Yeah, so officially he's 1 for 1 because his first time up he had to sacrifice bunt to advance the runner, and singled his last time up, so 1 for 1. And Spees takes a good healthy swing there, but finds himself and fouls it off. So now down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Billy's down to their final strike. Sanchez.
Thinking he's going to see a hook here.
Yeah. He's probably going to throw that over the top curveball. See if Spees will be ready for it. And he does, but he leaves it up, so Spees able to take it.
That over-the-top curveball, I like to call that the Billy Bob special.
The Billy Bob curveball, yeah.
He was one of the best ones in the town of Fredericksburg throwing that right-hander.
There's another one, Spees. Chopper back to the pitcher, Kate Sanchez, who fields and gets the 3rd out here of the inning. So that's going to do it here from Battling Billy baseball field. Billies lose 9-0, needing help from Canyon Lake tonight to beat Davenport to stay in the hunt for the playoffs. But Bernie Greyhounds 9 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors. Billies 0 runs, 2 hits, 3 errors. That's going to do it here for the broadcast. I'm Peter Shondoa alongside Blaine Hahn here on Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net. Good night and God bless, and let it rain.